Optimism. Are you an optimist? Are you a pessimist? Or are you a realist? We hear those terms a lot. We seem to hear those terms a lot. Martin Seligman is a psychologist, and he's often referred to as the father of positive psychology. You know, he developed different terms such as learned helplessness, and one of them was learned optimism, right? And you can go and research more on that when you have some time. But one of the things that's interesting about optimism is that oftentimes optimists are problem solvers. You know, I hear it all the time, oh man, I'm not a pessimist, I'm just a realist. You know, and oftentimes you hear this term, right? Are you a glass half full guy or a glass half empty guy? How do you look at this situation? One of the things I really appreciate about optimism is that optimism forces you to become a problem solver. It forces you to become a problem solver. No matter how bad the situation is, maybe your cup isn't half full. Maybe it's a quarter full. Maybe it's an eighth full. It causes you to be that much more diligent, to be that much more proactive in how you use that eighth of a cup. It forces you to become a problem solver. Optimism. Looking for the best in any situation, regardless of what happens. Looking for the absolute best in any situation. And I challenge you, you know, oftentimes individuals there's a chip, right? There's a chip on their shoulder. And that chip on their shoulder drives them to do great things. Their why drives them to do great things. And sometimes that why it has a negative connotation. Or I remember what they did to me back in the day, and I'm never going to let that happen to me again. Or you know what? Because I've been so blessed, the only thing I can do now is to give back. The only thing I can do now is to succeed and to play at high levels and to perform at high levels. I would argue that there are different results depending on how you fuel your tank. If your tank is fueled by pessimism and it's fueled by what they did to me and how they did me dirty and the bad things that happened and the negative emotions that I felt when this happened, it'll only take you so far. It'll only take you so far. Because once you've reconciled, once you've resolved all those issues, once you've resolved all those things, then what else is there? But if you're an optimist, you look at every challenging situation as a puzzle. How can I figure this out? How much more do I need? How much? How many? Who? What? When? Where? Why? You become a problem solver. It's another name for an optimist. Problem solver. Because no matter what situation you give me, I'm going to figure it out. Optimists, aka problem solvers.